Hakakenta jingkeli jong dorbar senrai juga yeng shong dorbar hakakendai terigu nailur araja arpusan Menteri Ketenat Public Health Engineering PHE Marquis and Marak habajubab ya ke jingkeli ke belabu dau MLA ke Maulai ubak Bright Star Marbanyang halor ke jingdon kam jong ke Nongbah Shillong ya ke bau la pentip ba ke jingdon kam han Nongbah ke bala kentop ya ki jaka ki bahab ha Greater Water Supply Scheme ke banikong bat ke scheme ke baar ke long Haduh san Klur san pupralak laipo hajar litar. Nolor kita ula pentip baka jing sam di na kiteki arteli kiski man la kasngi kalong sau Klur khat nyau lak bat prapo hajar litar baka Jingduna kalong si Klur sau lak san po hajar litar bat haba jubab ya ka jing keli bakumno an pendapat ya kane na kaliang Marquis and Marak ula ong kane an salatan andalala ban pendap ya ka Greater Water Supply Scheme ke balai. Hakajo ke poru habala keli halor ke Maulai la pentip bakandai fu arlak san po hajar litar kare ke jingdan kam ke man la kasngi Hendru pusau lak nyopusan hajar day kebala sam man lak sengi bat ya ke jingdan kam ban pendap Maulai laong ba an sala ban pendap day tat andala pendap ya ke telong ke ba halau mau nei ha telong mau yong WSS bat kiwe ki skim ki badang pentrei Haduh menta. Haka jing petang jong kiwe ki jing keli ki bakal liang persyak kala nang pan jing pensyai dau menteri sorkar sa sisien lala ban saki bo menteri rangba ukonrat ki sangma ulahap ban yeng ban yarap jubab ya ki jing keli.
So we move on to question number 3, brought by Sri Bright Star Marbanyang MLA. Marquis and Marak, Minister in charge, to reply, please.
Answer to star question number 3, sir. A, sir, the total amount of drinking water needed daily in Shillong city, including areas not covered under Greater Water Supply Scheme Phase 1 and Phase 2, is 5 crore 58 lakhs 30,000 litres. B, the total amount of drinking water supplied daily in Shillong. The total amount of drinking water in Shillong is 4 crore 17 lakhs 80,000 litres. C, the deficit shortages of drinking water in Shillong is 1 crore 40 lakh 50,000 litres. D, the total amount of drinking water needed daily in Maulai is 92 lakh 50,000 litres. E, the total amount of drinking water supplied daily in Maulai is 64 lakh 75,000 litres. F, so the deficit/shortages of drinking water in Maulai is 27 lakh 75,000 litres. G, sir, in Shillong city, the gap is expected to reduce on completion of Greater Shillong Water Supply Scheme Phase 3. With respect to Maulai, a scheme under JJM, namely Shillong, Lo Maulai, Tlong, Mawiyong, and B1, B3 WSS is ongoing, and a number of schemes are under process.
Mr. Speaker, sir, yes. I would like to thank the Honourable Minister for the elaborate response to the question. Water is becoming increasingly scarce on a global scale, and Shillong and the entire state is no exception to this problem. And my supplementary question is, since when the Greater Shillong Water Supply Scheme Phase 3 started? I would also like to know the progress of the work so far, and when can we expect to complete?
Sir, the Greater Shillong Supply Scheme Phase 3 year of sanction was 2010-2008. Sanction amount was 19 lakh 349.72 lakhs. Revised amount 25 lakh 906.72 lakhs. Re-revised 32 lakh 507.54 lakhs. The project covered augmentation of, I'll give you all the entire information so that you can have a knowledge about it. augmentation of water supply to 4 urban centers, that is Nongtamai, Meghalaya, Shillong Municipal Board, Shillong Cantonment Board, and to provide coverage to Punthomkra, Nongmensong, and Madanriting. Design capacity was for 8 MLD. Revised estimate on distribution system was prepared along with additional work for Greater Shillong Water Supply Scheme Phase 3, for which an additional amount of 6,557.00 lakhs was sanctioned and 4,600 lakhs was allocated from Special Central Assistance to states for capital expenditure. On account of delay, revised estimate for the amount of 32,507.54 lakhs was sanctioned on 15 March 2027 under Urban Water Supply Scheme State Plan.
May I know from the Minister, maybe he had missed, he had given the details of the project so far, and may I know from him the progress of work, as well as when can we expect the project to complete, because it has been too long. The project started in 2008, and the citizens of Shillong, including my constituency, have been looking forward for the completion of this scheme, so as to ease the problem as far as water shortages is concerned. So may I know from the Minister concerned?
Yes, sir. I agree that this project has been have not been completed for too long. There are multiple reasons for that, which I have here on this August South on several occasions. I have already explained. There were several multiple reasons for which this project was delayed. But ultimately, this project has kicked off, and the work is at 78% now. The pumping stage 2, which will pump the water from third phase to the treatment plant, we are expecting that to be, started by November. We will be able to push the water to the treatment plant from the next November. We are hoping to that. So it's 78% now.
So can I take it from the Honorable Minister that by November this year, we can expect the completion of the project?
So that is the only phase 1 of the project, phase 1, in the sense it will be pumping from the source to the treatment plant. And there are a distribution part which is still pending. There are distribution parts. We are expected to complete it by next March, entire project.
So as per the reply of the Honorable Minister, it seems that as far as the phase 3 is concerned, we are still within stage 1 of the phase 3.
No, I mean to say that the pumping stage 1 is also there, stage 2 is there. Stage 1, pump the water to the stage 2, and stage 2 pump has already, is the pumping from where the water will be pumped to the treatment plant. What I meant to say is that the water will be pumped from the stage 2, from stage 1 to stage 2, stage 2 to treatment plant. That will commence hopefully by November.
So we can expect by March that the project will complete.
Hopefully we are trying our level best to complete that.
Okay, my next supplementary question is whether the Greater Shillong Water Supply Scheme, the phase 3 that we are talking, is also meant for Meghalaya apart from Shillong city as a whole. And the next supplementary question is that what are the different schemes for bridging the deficit of water shortages of 27,75,000 liters daily for Meghalaya? I would like to know the different schemes as you have mentioned specifically.
So for, we are going to supply from Greater Shillong Water Supply Scheme third phase to the Meghalaya. And apart from that also, I have already replied here, sir, that the Greater Meghalaya will be supplied from other schemes also. Other schemes like JJM, namely Shillong, Lo Meghalaya, Tulong, Mawang, B2, B3, WSS is ongoing. These are the projects which will be augmented in terms of water supply to the Meghalaya.
Yes, sir. I can see from the reply that you have given, where you mentioned that one part of it is the GGM, namely the Shillong water supply scheme, which actually covered only a fraction of the total population of Meghalaya. But again, here you have mentioned that that a number of schemes are under process. So may I know what are these other schemes apart from the Greater Water Shillong Supply Scheme and the GGM?
Sir, mostly those are not covered under the Greater Shillong Water Supply Scheme. Phase 3 will be covered under GGM, sir. They are all undergoing work, sir.
No, sir.
Your questions are
Just one more, sir. I need clarification on this, sir. See, as per the reply, you said that. See, I'll just read as it is. Sir, in Shillong City, the gap is expected to reduce on completion of Greater Shillong Water Supply Scheme Phase 3. With respect to Meghalaya, a scheme under GGM, namely Shillong, Lomonei Thlong, Moyong, and Block 13 Water Supply Scheme is ongoing. And a number of schemes are under process. What I'm asking is the number of other schemes apart from the above mentioned.
Has already replied, but just for the information of the House, so that there is a sense of further expectation and confidence also. So the new Shillong water supply scheme, as you know, is also in the pipeline. Already about 700 crores has been sanctioned for that project, and that also will impact overall water supply in Shillong area and the surrounding zones. So therefore, that is one of the major projects. At the same time, sir, we have also exploring the options. We have got multiple options, but we have finally zeroed down on one particular one, which is the name of the project is on the river Ungot and Dauki River, the Warin Them project, sir, is under very, very active consideration. And once this project comes in, it's on the eastern part of Shillong. And once that comes in, so this will also be something that will add about 33 million liters of water per day. So therefore, this is another major project that's coming up, but it's still in the planning stage. It's still in the DPR, so I don't think I can say that it is already sanctioned, but we have looked at and studied 4 options, and just so that people are aware that it's not that we're just looking at one or two things, but we had options of looking at the existing utilized perennial water source of the Wa Umyu at Moplang Dam. We had looked at options of Wa Umi for the existing water treatment plant at Moplang. We also had looked at Wa Suktia again for the existing water treatment plant in Moplang, and the Warin Them water supply was also looked at. So after looking at all of these and studying by the department and by planning department and the government, we have zeroed down that option 4 looks to be the most appropriate financially, as well as the impact it will have on the people of Shillong City. So all these projects out of this, we are looking at these, and as I said, the new Shillong water supply also is at a very advanced stage. A lot of work is going on. So we expect these few projects to add further relief to the overall water supply in the city, in capital city of Shillong and adjoining areas.
Okay. Dr. Mukul Sama, please.
Mr. Speaker, sir, may I know from the Minister in charge. Now, the fact is that we are very fortunate that we have a number of rivers which are used as the source for supplying this crucial requirement of water for the Shillong city and the suburbs. Now, the issue of the hydrology of the rivers, from which are the sources for these drinking water supply schemes, has been a matter of concern for the state. And therefore, in fact, this problem is pertinent to every state, not only for Shillong or Meghalaya. Therefore, Government of India has also factored certain interventions which should revolve around ensuring sustainability of these sources from the hydrology perspective. And with this whole erratic weather behavior, we all know what the challenges are now and what are the challenges that we're going to face in future. Therefore, from this perspective, there has been a number of initiatives, both by Government of India and the state also. We are aware of the huge fund which has been availed by the government under EAP. These are also designed to supplement these efforts, and therefore whether these initiatives and interventions to ensure sustainability of the sources of, rather the sources which are being used for these particular projects are factored in the project.
So since this is a larger question, which is beyond PHE departments, in the sense it is connected, but it is linked with soil conservation, with water resources, and the EAP projects, I'll take the opportunity to just to clarify in a very short way that so the points mentioned by the Leader of Opposition is exactly the way we are looking at things right now. And if you look at the overall departments that are connected, so we have what we call a Climate Council. And in this Climate Council, it is chaired by the Chief Minister. And the Climate Council has got all the linked departments, whether it's forest environment, water resources, PHE, soil conservation, mining department, so on and so forth. Every, I should say, every department that is affected or related to water supply is actually linked to this Climate Council that we have. And this was guided by the water policy that we created in 2019. If you're aware, sir, we were the first state to adopt a water policy. And based on that policy, different interventions started, sir. And therefore, if you look at the externally aided projects that we have, a large part of our externally aided projects are actually for natural resource management, for the conservation of the springs or rejuvenation of springs, for the conservation of the catchment areas. And these projects are going on right now, sir, as we speak. So therefore, as rightly mentioned, we are aware of these challenges, sir. In fact, this year has been a very, very difficult year for the farmers, very difficult year for people also, and we have seen almost close to 50% deficiency in rain. So these challenges, as mentioned, we expect that will grow. So hence we anticipate this, and hence the programs to put up different kinds of projects to look at all the different kind of water sources is being actively considered, and implementation in many of them is taking place as we speak.
Habatien, pej bahagi kishap, kashap plus F.
Ka plus F?
Hakabam bangibam dunaki eki bataye kamet. Namar kata habathiru atau kau kamlu ka umpnyang kadut pej ya kashap plus F haka jingsom. Yaki nutrient kumki vitamin bat ka ayan la aikan diat bada ka bathau bha kam kta ika dur jingki marbam ka jing mat lani ka rukom shed yaki balehi panai kita kadon ka we ka jing mentoy ba kongsan ka kot ka kia ka nutrition ba khambha ka jing im ba khambha pendon kam daki marbam medon ka sharp plus F menta ka Sngi
Lawan Ra Shafi Lingba ko office jong Commissionerate of Food Safety Meghalaya.